but I feel like I'm going to talk to both of you. Do you understand it? Wonderful, because that's the way they're making me feel. I feel like I'm going to bring the chair, and that's fine. Just going to sit right here, but that's okay. This is a father for you, honey? Okay, because I'm being told the first name is Curtis, and that is a father for you. Okay, good. He's saying to me he's been gone for quite a while. Do you understand it? That's how I know it's been years. Okay? Good. He's the number one person you wanted to hear from? Good. He just said, let him know that I've watched everything he's done over the years. And I need to tell him about how proud I am of the recent decision he made. Because he said he leaves in 2 days. Do you understand that? And he's saluting me. Because you're going into the service. That's what it's about. Perfect. So he's saying he's been watching your life, that you've made that choice, and he's saying that he's proud of you. Is this something you've been drawn to for a while? Because he's saying to me it's been on his mind for a while, but he just chose recently to do it. Do you understand? Meaning whether it's months or whether it's years, it's his way of saying that it was on your mind. Perfect. Good. I'm being told we're going to have a few minutes with him, so I'm just going to give him some time, okay? He's saying to me that you were young when he passed. He said, my son really didn't have a chance to know me as well as I would have liked to have. Do you understand it? Were you still connected to him when it happened? Because he makes me feel like you're still connected when the passing happens. Okay, perfect. That's what it's about. Was there a tie in marriage? Because he shows me the double wedding rings. Perfect. Because if they come in and there's still a tie before someone crosses, regardless of what generation, if they show me the gold wedding rings, that's how I know that you're still tied before the first person crosses. If they turn black and they separate, that's how I know there's some kind of separation or divorce. So even though the main message is for him, it's for the two of you. Wonderful. Good. The very first words I just got was, I've always done my best. I need you to just wait for the second sentence. You feel like he's watched over you, but you haven't really felt him around. Do you understand it? That's what that's about, because that's what my guide said. He just said, I've done my best to be in your life as much as I can and see everything that you've done. What's with the boot camp? Is that what it is, a boot camp? Okay, so you actually signed up, but you're starting the boot camp? Because remember, some people can do the reserves first and go every couple weekends and then go into the boot camp. He keeps saying boot camp to me, so that's actually what you're going into first. All right, perfect, good. Are you shifting to another state? Because he makes me feel like I'm going to cross the state line. Illinois? Okay, that's it. Because he makes me feel like it's going to be a distance. You're worried about him. Because he's saying to me, she feels like he's old enough to make his own decisions, but she's worried about him and she's worried about his safety. He said, I want to tell her not to worry because I'm going to watch over him. Now, I can't control what his free will does, but it's his way of saying that he's going to protect him. Because he's saying to me, he hopes that eases your mind. Do you understand it? What's with the ring? Okay. Did you take the ring off shortly after? Okay, that's it. Because he keeps saying talk about the ring, and I feel like I haven't one, and I want to take it off. Did you take it off, though, but you kept it? That's it. That's what it's about. Perfect. Because they can talk about a ring, and it could just be like you kept the spousal ring, but he makes me feel like it's taken off for a reason. And remember, some people will wear some kind of wedding ring, whether it's wedding, whether it's engagement, whatever it is, and they'll wear it the rest of their lives. And then some people choose to take it off. He just made me feel like you were taking it off. But I will have some people who lose that significant other that would continue to keep it on. So it's just his way of validating not only the action, but the words he actually said to you. And that you kept that promise and that you kept it, but then it got to the point that that's what happened. Do you understand? Okay, good. I'm going to ask him what else he wants to say. Did you not have a chance to say goodbye to him? Because he said to me, I died so suddenly, my son never had a chance to say goodbye. Do you understand it? Okay. Alright, he's actually coming over and standing beside me, so I'm just going to give him a minute. Yeah, there's all kinds of orange, blue, and yellow around him. He's a very strong-willed person. Do you understand it? Very strong-willed person. He's saying to me, you're a lot like him, but you're a little softer. Do you understand it, Mom? Perfect. Good. Because he's making me feel his personality. He's very, very, very strong-willed. But he makes me feel that you're very similar, but you're just a little bit softer than he was. Wonderful. Okay. What do you have of his as a keepsake? All he keeps saying to me is talk about the keepsake. A billion things. Okay, that's probably why. It's probably just his way of validating. Sometimes they might give me one or two specific items, or they might just talk about one or two things because that's all somebody has. But if you have everything, then he might just show me one or two pictures, or might just be his way of validating that you have a lot of his things. Perfect. When they say keepsakes to me and you have a ton, unless they show me the pictures, then I just, yeah, that's why I was seeing the boxes, because I felt like everything was kept. All right, perfect. Did you feel like he was the one? Because he said to me, I know it's been really hard for her since I passed, because she felt like we were going to spend our life together. And that's how I know. Okay? He said, please tell my son that I'm proud of him. I get the saluting because he came and stood here so I could feel his personality. Now he's back over to you guys. So he's darkly behind him again like he was. Do you understand why he's saying to me I wasn't afraid to die? Perfect, because he just said to me, tell them I wasn't afraid to die. Wonderful. He said, it was great to have both of you in my life. I wish I could have had more time with you. Please tell my son how proud I am of him. I want him to know that this is just the beginning. Meaning that he's embarking on a new journey, is what my guide said. My guide said not only is he embarking on a new journey, but it's his way of not only he has to put trust in God and put trust in that he's going to continue to protect him. Because he's saying to me, you have no fear over this. Do you understand it? Because listen, I can have someone that goes into the service and they might have questions or they might start doubting just before those days. I'm being told you have no fear. Do you understand? Wonderful. And he's saying to me, he understands why you feel like you need to do it. And what's with the college? Perfect. So that's why you chose this. Because he's saying to me, I feel like I'm standing at the crossroads, and he makes me feel like service, and then I feel college. Okay, perfect. So you chose to do that instead. That's what it's about. Is some people will enter the service to then get the money for college and go to the college at the same time. He makes me feel like he's standing at the crossroads, and it goes towards the saluting. Wonderful. That's what it is. He's passing loving energy to both of you. I'm starting to see the wings for the symbolism of his soul being at peace. And he's just said, If you remember anything today, remember that I'm proud of you. Remember that I'm still a part of your life, and that I'm going to do my best to watch and protect you. Okay? I send in love and energy. I'm asking him if there's anything else he wants to say, because they're starting to pull him out. Perfect. Ask him if he says anything else. Oh yeah, they're starting to pull him out. I don't know, every time I kept talking to him, he made me feel like I wanted to look at your hand. Do you understand it? No, his. I don't know why. Do you do things with your hands on the side? That's it. Perfect. Perfect. That's what it is. It's the only other thing he wasn't giving me the words for it, but I kept feeling like I wanted to focus on that. Okay. Alright, they're starting to pull his energy out.